Hello guys, it's me again Aditya Ramadan. In this occasion, I will explain or present about learning, the trend in the people. In the background of e-learning, development of information and communication technology make a shift in how to do learning activities. So, technology in the field of education is progressing rapidly, which is aimed at improving facilities that can make education better. One of the most developed educational technology during the COVID-19 pandemic era is e-learning. We're going to talk about what is e-learning. Presented in Sutopo 2012, he said e-learning is learning using internet technology in the delivery of learning in a wide range. And Direct Stockley 2003, he said e-learning as the delivery of learning, training or education programs using electronic means. So, it can be concluded that e-learning is the process and activities of implementing web-based learning, computer-based learning, virtual classroom and also digital classroom. And the next, there are four characteristics in e-learning. The first one is interactivity, and then independency, accessibility, and the last one, enrichment. Interactivity. More lines of communication are available either synchronous or direct, such as chat, messenger, video conference, or asynchronous, indirect, such as forum, mailing list, learning video, and etc. And then independency. Flexibility in the aspect of providing time, space, instructor, and teaching material. This causes learning to become participant-centered learning. And then accessibility. Learning resources are easily accessible via internet distribution such as Mozilla Firefox, Google, and then Chrome and other applications. And then the last one, enrichment. Learning activities presentation of training material as the enrichment to enable the use of information technology tools such as video streaming, simulation, and animation. And the next, traditional learning versus e-learning. The first one, traditional learning. Traditional learning, or also known as the lecture method, because since a long time ago, this method has been used as a means of oral communication between teacher and student in the learning and learning process. The first one is educator as the main source of learning activities. It means that even though you, even though you have used technology such as computer and projector, the two are just addition or helper in traditional learning. And then let's example of cases. Because of learning activities are limited by predetermined meeting hours. And the third, generalizing student abilities. Whereas in one class there are more than one characteristic of students with a variety of learning style and different ways in thinking, and also lack of applying effective learning principles such as repetition. It means that provide opportunities for students who, because of their condition and characteristics, cannot understand the learning material. And we're going to talk about e-learning. The first one is learning researchers are more deeper. It means that educators are not the main source of learning. However, students have other learning resources that are rapidly available in learning, such as electronic module, video, and etc. The second one, learn wherever and whenever. Students can independently explore the information needed in e-learning, and then learn according to the ability of each individual. It means that in accordance with the speed and learning style, if there are difficulties, students can communicate with online discussions such as forum and chat. And the last one is e-learning can increase effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness, it means that effective because with the help of e-learning, the application of all learning principles including perception, motivation, correlation, repetition, cooperation become easier. And then efficiency or efficient, it means that saving learning time and be one step ahead of the flow of technological development. And the next, there are three forms of e-learning. The first one, synchronous learning, and then asynchronous learning, and blended learning. Synchronous learning. According FND and Zhang 2005, synchronous is that student and teacher are at the same time in carrying out the learning process so that direct interaction between student and teacher can be carried out well. So, student and teacher must be in the front of the computer together because the learning process takes place live via video and audio conferencing, such as Zoom. And then asynchronous. The teacher can prepare the material advance and the learning interaction are carried on flexibility and not necessarily at the same time. For example, using a discussion forum or independent study or also student assignment. So, students can download teaching material and learning recording via internet in e-learning. And the last one, blended learning. Dress Code 2002 explained about blended learning is learning that combines various web-based technologies to achieve educational goals. So, it means that combine all forms of learning, whether online, live, and face-to-face, or conventional, or also traditional learning. So, just all for me about e-learning. I hope you are enjoy and thank you for the attention. See you. Bye bye.